I wanted to test out to see if DeepSeek was capable to create a trading strategy from scratch, and believe me, it is incredible. I started off just by saying I wanted to create the ultimate trend indicator for TradingView for BTC USD, and I asked him to do a research of the best indicators and put them together to create the best indicator to create basically later the strategy. So by using the DeepSeek R1, he literally started thinking like a human, and I mean, this is crazy the way you can see how he goes through everything and how he thinks about it. And he just kept going down thinking about the indicators that he could add in, and he finally splotted out this complete new indicator where I only had to copy this code and add it into TradingView for it to work and give me the signals. So obviously I came running to TradingView, added it in the chart, and for my surprise it looked quite convincing. You can see that the green arrows mean signal buys, and when we get red arrows it means short signals, and to be honest they look quite accurate and they looked quite well. I personally thought it was going to repaint or it was going to take long to create these arrows, but it actually creates the arrows on the same candle, meaning that you can enter perhaps in this candle when you got this arrow here, so it will be a closing candle and it generates this signal. And you can see how we had all this way up to get our profits, but not only that, we have re-entries on all these candles here that would offer us a good profit. So with all the excitement, I went back to DeepSeek and asked him to create now a trading strategy, and I said I'll leave it up to you to create the best strategy for this indicator. So he's basically going to sort out the entry signals, when to exit, and the risk management it's going to have. And boys, this is insane. For another time, he started thinking for 53 seconds. He was literally glossing all around this, thinking how he could create the best strategy for the indicator. And this is so crazy, guys, that literally an eye is having all these thinking round. It's literally like a human thinking in super high speed. And obviously it gave me again another code. And as well, he didn't only give me a code, he gave me a backtest from 2020 to 2023. So 3 years of backtesting, and it gave me the results that we'll see in a moment. But for starting off, he said that it was going to have a 68% win rate with a total of 127 trades with a profit factor of 2.1. That is quite high, and with a max drawdown of a 22%. That, to be honest, isn't much, and considering this has been all made by AI, it's completely crazy. So obviously I picked the code up, I copied here, took it to TradingView, had a few errors. That is normal. The only thing we need to do in that case is copy the errors, bring them back to our DeepSeek, and here we'll start thinking about how he can solve it out. And literally you can see how he's thought for 120 seconds, literally just thinking how to sort all the errors out. Obviously he gave me a version in PineScript v5, and the strategy needs to be in PineScript v6. So after this one, it gave me more errors, so I just had to basically copy and paste the errors here again just to sort everything out. And guys, after this, after 41 seconds of waiting and seeing how DeepSeek was thinking, it gave me the final code, and you won't believe the results that we got out of this that were completely insane. He was just explaining to me what was wrong. And guys, ladies and gentlemen, first of all, before we see the results, I want to just show you how the strategy works, because obviously I wanted him to explain me the exact rules that are using to enter the market and the exit rules, basically to be able to show you on the video so you can actually have an idea of how the strategy works. And it works score based. So basically when one indicator gets a short signal, it's 1 point for the score. If the next indicator gets another short signal, it's a second point for the score, and it goes adding on. And when we get a score of 4 to 5, as it says here, 4 to 5 criteria, then we have the short signal. And I think this is impressive because at the end it's pure statistic, and I think this is great coming from the IE. So first of all, we have the MACD bullish crossover plus the RSI filter. This is 2 points. If we get this aligned, we have 2 points for our entry. Later on, we have the IDX and the plus the direction. So if we get this correct, we have 1 point extra. then the price above key levels. We're going to use the Ichimoku cloud for this one. That is going to give us another 2 points. And then we have the OBV confirmation that we have another point here. So this is basically for the long entry. So if we get more than 4 points in this score, we have a long or a short signal. So now we know how the strategy works. You can stop the video if you want to have a quick look and have a proper look how everything works. These are exit rules, and it's basically using trailing stop and the fixed stop loss, and plus the opposite signal exit. So when we get an opposite of a total of 4 points in our against us, then the strategy is gonna exit the trade. So I think this is brilliant. So let's head straight back to our trading view. Obviously, I've pasted the code here, and ladies and gentlemen, look at these results. If I activate it, we can see that the indicator is exactly the same, okay? But it's only a bit, obviously it's a bit changed. We don't have the upper bands, but it's still using the same indicator. And as you can see, we have all our entry and short trades. And if we take this up here, we can see in the weekly time frame, that I think is a great time frame to go for the long term, it has made us 1,369% gain since 2018. So it's been basically trading for 8 years now. And guys, this is incredible. It's had 38 positions. It's got an 81% win rate. And this is not all. If we can take it to other time frames and maybe go down to 1 day, and you can see how it made a total of 191 trades, and it went brilliant only until the end, where it has lost a few trades and we've had this drawdown. But obviously we had a great time here, and it can repeat again in the future. Obviously, please don't. Obviously, this is a test, and don't take this as any type of financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. This is all for fun and for testing how the IE can make great results with not a lot of effort, because it didn't take me more than 30-40 minutes to create this strategy with IE from complete scratch. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Let me back down in the comments if you used DeepSeek before to create trading strategies from scratch. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.